Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. Welcome to Year 5. It's week 1 of Year 5. Our Marquette Golden Eagles come off the best season yet at 9-4, a win in the Craft Fight Hunger Bowl against UCLA. We now have our sights set as we look to reach new heights this season. Marquette is rising up the national landscape, and every year we're becoming more of a national, not power, but we're getting more national notoriety each season, and we look to get off on the right note here today. Last year we fell for the first time in week 1, the Memphis Miracle in Milwaukee, which we're going to forget about now and look ahead towards this season. Big things on the horizon, as I've said throughout the years here. NIU wins the coin toss, and they're going to kick, and we're now underway in Year 5, and welcome back to some Marquette football. Dusty Alexander, the new kick returner, and we'll give him a look here as he's hit hard there, short of the 25, barely makes it to the 20 to start the season. Marquette returns 3 starters on the offensive line: Bobby Marcus, a new starting center, and Richard Walker, a redshirt freshman at right guard. Greg Walker, his 3rd season back as the starting quarterback. And on the first play, we're going to hit Josh Terry, the JUCO transfer, and we have him as a fullback, but we're actually starting him off in the slot as well. And on his first snap, 25 yards down the field from Greg Walker. And I'll switch it up, bring out 3 tight ends. And we'll give it our first carry of the season to Michael James as he gets ahead for 5 to the 50. The Golden Eagles, an abundance of running backs. Dusty Alexander now checks into the game. Kevin Coleman, new starting wide receiver, in motion. And he will get the target here. He makes a grab on his first target, and he gets ahead for 14. The NIU secondary, definitely the weakness of this team, and we're going to try to exploit that here today. And now first down, we'll go quickly up the seam there for Alexander, and that ball is jarred loose. There we go. Almost intercepted off the deflection, but luckily just an incompletion. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll give for Alexander his first carry of the season. Good spin move as he's ripped down after an 11-yard gain. Alexander comes off the most accomplished season thus far for a Marquette running back, just short of 900 yards with 10 touchdowns. And now another first down for the Golden Eagles. Dumped it off quickly for Doug Childress, and a good read there by the linebacker, just a step late, and Childress hangs on through the contact. And now we see Mario McBride check into the game for the first time at running back, the Northwestern transfer. And he gets his first carry. Stop there behind the line of scrimmage, -2, now 3rd and 6. Third down, Marquette from the 22. Walker on the drop back. And he has Jack Mason, and Mason makes the snag, and he takes it in for the touchdown. What a catch there from the new starting tight end, true sophomore Jack Mason, with his first touchdown reception, and I did not see that coming. Going out and getting after it there. You don't expect that jumping, more of a blocking tight end, and then he finishes strong for the touchdown. Fred Castillo on for the extra point, up and good. 7-0 Marquette. A flawless start to the season for them. Our first studio update of the year, which sees number 5 West Virginia fall to ECU. And we're actually going to be playing the Mountaineers here in a few weeks, but we were hoping they would be high in the rankings, but at this point it does not look like it. And Utah wins that rivalry game against Utah State 34-28. Now Eddie Stevens on for the kickoff, the senior punter. Great start there, especially through the passing game. Greg Walker hitting his spots and guys were getting open. Argyros Turner, the stud running back here for the Huskies, a second-team All-American entering the season. Now the Huskies offense out here for the first time. Cieslak, a delay give there for Turner. Good blocking upfield. Price gets off a block and brings down Turner, but a nice 18-yard gain right out of the gate. Northern Illinois is going to bring tempo here as they get back quickly. Another give for Turner. Mark Henry, a very poor angle there into the backfield, and Kevin Davis, a fellow second-team All-American, there to make the tackle. Turner, 2 big runs to gash us down to the 25. And they'll give it right back to him. Why wouldn't you? Strong truck there on Davis, and he picks up another 11. Already to 60 yards on 3 carries. Cieslak gets back under center from the shotgun, and he will keep. And he takes that ahead for 8 yards now. NIU already inside the 10. Cieslak takes the snap. Another delay give for Turner, as he does find a hole and gets ahead for 4. Now 1st and goal. 1st and goal now from the 2. They're going to go with the option. And good defense there. Kevin Davis and Robert Williamson getting through to make the big stop. 2nd and goal now backed up to the 5. They're going to spread Harris out. Cieslak to pass. And he is able to get rid of it. We had someone there in the backfield, couldn't finish the sack. And Cieslak able to get rid of it. Now 3rd and goal. It would be nice if we could hold here for a nice goal line stand. And again, they go to the option. And Cieslak ripped down by Robert Williamson. Maybe a missed face mask call. But Williamson, 2 tackles for loss here inside the 5 on this series. And now the Huskies backed up to the 7 on for a 24-yard attempt. Good defensive stand here by the Golden Eagles out of the gate as the field goal is up and good. 7-3 Marquette. An 8-play, 78-yard drive last time out. Let's see what the Golden Eagles do here. Another give for Mario McBride as he does get positive yardage this time. 2nd and 8. 2nd down now. Walker takes the snap. We're going to go up the screen here for Josh Terry. A lot of space up the sideline, and Terry takes that for 18. We went with the slants bubble that time, and it worked out. They gave us a big cushion. Another 1st down. We'll go back to Mario McBride. And again, he's ripped down there in the backfield, struggling to get going. And now we will take a break in the action to check out the NIU impact players on defense, starting with Brandon Mays, a captain of the defense, 84 overall, 90 speed and acceleration, 87 agility. So a good athlete with good awareness at 81. Not the best tackler, but more of a zone and man coverage corner at 89, 84 respectively. 78 hit power, 83 pursuit, 91 jumping. Very good production over his career last year. 5 tackles for loss with 4 interceptions, 12 interceptions over his career. 2 for a pick 6 last year with 8 pass deflections. Really leads this defense, especially in the secondary. Although if you look at the rest, their corners, their top guy at 77 with a true sophomore, and then a redshirt sophomore there at 76 each. And at strong safety, a true freshman, the starter, Todd Jackson, 72 overall true freshman. The linebacking core is led by redshirt junior Justin Penn, who we just saw in that big stop against McBride. 85 speed, 93 acceleration, although the 63 agility, certainly a weakness, but good block shed at 86. Not a bad coverage guy for a linebacker, and the 83 finesse move. He can get after the quarterback a little bit on some blitzes. 8 tackles for loss last season, and they expect more of a jump in production this year. Last year, 2 forced fumbles as well. At outside linebacker, there's Robert Jones, an 82 overall, 92 acceleration, 93 block shed. So these linebackers very good at getting off blocks with 82 pursuit, 77 zone, 86 hit power, 80 finesse move. Last year had 4.5 sacks, 19 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, and 3 pass deflections. Completing the linebacking core at left outside linebacker, Sean Folliard, 79 overall, decent athlete at linebacker with 88 6 tackle, 88 pursuit, 90 hit power, and another guy who can get after the quarterback with 6 sacks last year, 3 pass deflections, a forced fumble, and a bunch of tackles, 17 for loss. On the defensive line, Eric Frazier at right end, 78 overall, but only 63 speed, 66 agility, 82 power move, 80 block shed, 90 hit power. Very productive last year with 6 sacks, 13 for loss, 3 pass deflections, and 2 forced fumbles, but very slow, so hopefully some of our running backs can beat him to the edge. At left end, there's a first-year starter, Jesse Young, redshirt junior, 6'3", 264, a better athlete than his counterpart with 76 speed, 81 acceleration, 83 strength, 84 power move, 83 finesse move, 82 block shed, and 84 pursuit. So I think he is the better D end, but just his first year as a starter. At D tackle, they have another first-year starter in Mike Ford, 80 overall, not a good athlete, but 89 strength, 86 power move, 84 block shed. So he can rush the quarterback a little bit, get off blocks well, and very strong, but just not fast at all. And then William Lee, another first-year starter, redshirt senior, another poor athlete, but makes up for it with strength, power move. Not a good block shed, though, at this point. 87 hit power. So a very weak defensive line here for the Huskies. So as you can see, NIU very strong at free safety, but otherwise in the secondary, very inexperienced and a little weak. Same thing with the defensive line. And now 2nd and 11 as we pick it back up. Walker to pass. And we try to dump that off for Alexander, but the pressure got home. Now 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 now. Walker from the shotgun. He takes the snap. And we go for Childress on the corner. A little early. Didn't let him get into his break yet. We saw the blitz come and got a little urgent. And we threw a reckless ball. 4th and 11 now from the 43. Eddie Stevens on for the first punt of the season. He's had good success over the years. Last year, probably his best season as a punter for us. See how he starts here. Not the worst. That was from the 43. So maybe like a 35-yard swing. NIU now from the 21. Cieslak to pass. He's going to lob that up for Evans. And he doesn't hang on. Heard the footsteps and dropped it. 2nd and 10. Ultimately a 36-yard punt from Eddie Stevens now. NIU out there empty. And Cieslak's just going to fire that one out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Cieslak from the shotgun. Turner checks back into the game at running back. Surprised they didn't give many carries here in this drive after he killed us last time out. And it's Robert Williamson with the interception. He had a pick 6 last year. Can he finish here? As he does not, but what an interception. Wow. Good catch there from Williamson. Cieslak completed a pass to the other team before he completed one to his own teammate. And I will start here with Josh Terry from the Wildcat. Mario McBride in motion. They will give to McBride. Try to win the edge and ended up losing even more. And he's not getting going. I didn't realize that last play was from the Wildcat. I'm really just going to rely on Ask Coach most of the way this season, I think. Now 2nd and 14, less than 2 minutes remaining. Walker from the shotgun takes the snap. And he tries to hit Josh Terry there and fires that one away. 3rd and 14. And we'll go back to Jack Mason. And he makes the catch and gets ahead for the first down. 1st and goal now. Walker at 100 yards even. 6 out of 10 to start his campaign. 2 tight ends out here this time. This time for Craig Watkins, his first catch. It's that one for 6 yards down to the 2. 2nd and goal now. McBride still in the backfield. Not really giving Alexander any looks so far. Early on, McBride gets the give, and he gets into the end zone for his first touchdown. Not only as a member of the Marquette Golden Eagles, but his first college touchdown, as this is his first game. Good drive there from Marquette, capitalizing off the Robert Williamson turnover. And with this Castillo extra point, we now lead 14-3, still here in the first quarter. Let's see how Cieslak responds now after the interception, as we start +1 in the turnover differential on the season. They will go back to a give for Turner. Breaks the tackle. Finds his footing. Now running behind a block upfield. Still working it. Oh my goodness. Turner will not be stopped. And finally, Chris Carter there to bring him down at the 30. Why did they not hand it off to him at all last drive? Turner's got to be closing in 100 yards already, if not already eclipsing that point. Cieslak now off the play action. And he has a man wide open over the field. And Stevens drops it. Come on, man. Not that I want the NIU receivers to be catching balls, but I mean, give your quarterback some support. Wide open. And wisely so, they just go right back to Turner, but Bobby Price there to bring him down for a loss. 3rd and long now for the Huskies from the 32. Cieslak from the shotgun will pass. And he has a man. Finally, someone makes a catch there. Holder, their top receiver. 27 yards, Cieslak's first completion. 1st and goal, now they hurry back. Cieslak to pass. And Evans there can't hang on through contact. And 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal for the Huskies. They'll fake it to Turner. I'm sorry, they fake it to the other running back. Turner bounces off Davis and into the end zone as the Huskies score their first touchdown of the season. And they're clawing their way back. They're keeping steady. That was a really good pitch from Cieslak on the option. And I've been surprised at NIU's approach so far. A lot of 4 receiver sets, but they do bring a spread style offense still. But I would think they would try to get a tight end on the field more to block for Turner. But I guess Turner doesn't even need it, as he's already over 100 on the day. And now Dusty Alexander will give him another return here. Good block there from Aaron Clark as Alexander works it to the 26. And now we see Craig Jones check into the game for the first time. Good change of pace back first. Walker will keep on the read option, and he's absolutely hammered. A 3-yard loss, Eric Frazier there. And that will do it for the first quarter of play here in year 5. Marquette offense, a good showing, 14 points already. Jack Mason, his first touchdown reception. Mario McBride, his first touchdown run. But the defense, especially the run defense, going to have to get it together here a little bit. Otherwise, I think the Huskies are going to have a good game, hanging in here with us. 2nd and 13 here to start the second quarter. Walker out there empty. And he takes the snap, going to roll to the right. Going to go for Josh Terry. He comes back to the ball and makes the grab. Another 16 yards for him. 59 yards on 3 catches. Josh Terry already making a huge impact today through about just over 1 quarter of play. Now Alexander will get another give, and good shiftiness there on the inside, 10 yards. 2nd and inches now. Marquette just short of the 50. And they go right back to Alexander. Breaks a tackle and works ahead for 5. 1st and 10 now. Marquette from Huskies territory. They blitz a couple linebackers. And we'll just dump that off for the fullback, Jeff Harris. And he'll work ahead for 9. 2nd and 1 now. McBride and Alexander each in the backfield. They'll give to McBride. And he gets ahead for 4 yards and a first down. First down, Marquette at the 35. And a good lane opens up for Alexander. He had some space to run, but tripped up. A good play there. He'll get 6 now, 2nd and 4. 2 tight ends on the field for the Golden Eagles. They'll go with the play action. We'll go over the middle for Childress, and that one just skips for an incompletion. Walker from the shotgun on 3rd and short. Craig Jones also in the backfield. Walker takes the snap. Try to get Terry there, but we're hit as we throw. 4th and 4, and where are we at on the field? 27, so it'll be a 44-yard field goal. And the game is telling us to go for it due to lack of range from our field goal kicker. Go with the halfback option. Dusty Alexander out there with 4 receivers. Although Terry, a fullback receiver, running back hybrid. So our first 4th down conversion of the season. And we'll see how this goes. I think Childress, I should have just kept his route how it was. Walker takes the snap. We have Dusty Alexander there. Quick check down. And he'll steer away. Spin move, and Dusty Alexander will dive into the end zone as we cash in big on the 4th down conversion. Alexander, he's saying, this is my running back job. I don't know who this Mario guy is, but this is my backfield. Steering away from a defender. Look at that spin move. And then he's having some fun diving into the end zone. Walker already 2 touchdown passes. And this offense is having some fun. 5:58 remaining in the first half. The NIU offense back out there. And they go back to Turner. Good blocking up front. Price can't bring him down. And Turner busted into the 2nd level past the 20. And Mark Henry just trips him up. How do we stop this guy? Another 66 yards. Is he at 200? My goodness. At least our offense is performing, because this defensive performance is putrid right now. I did mention throughout the last couple episodes, our offseason and preseason episodes, our defensive line probably the weakest it's been. And it's only 2 yards that time for Turner. 2nd and goal now. Seems like it's set. Might have been offside. Not sure. Turner rips Price off. Henry there to finish it. No offside. 3rd and goal. Turner 10 rushes, 177 yards. If we could stop him here, though, it doesn't seem so bad. Cizak takes the snap. Does have a man in the end zone. Riley, and another drop there. Cizak 1 for 8 and an interception. Probably 4 drops from his receiving core. And now again, NIU forced to settle for a field goal inside the 10-yard line. This will make it a 1-possession game, though, as it's now 21-13, 5:02 remaining. Greg Walker and the offense back out there. And they go with a draw here for Craig Jones. Nothing doing. Brought down behind the line. Jones still out there now on 2nd and 12. And they will go right back to him. Better job that time. Gets ahead for 7 now. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Walker out there empty. And he takes the snap. Go underneath there for Coleman. He makes the grab. And they're going to say it's short of the first down. 4th and inches from our own 35. And I think we'll just punt here. Typically, I'm aggressive. I'll go for it, but we can't get pinned back this early and give NIU the ball. Turner, 1 run, and he's in. Although, I mean, even if we get them down at the 1, I think 1 run from Turner, he can bring it all the way down the field with the way he's been running it. So Stevens, I think 37 yards on the first one. This one going to be fielded at the 19. And Hall stiff arms a man, a big truck there as he's forced out around the 35, I believe. A little late, but we'll finally get a look at NIU's impact players on offense, starting with senior quarterback Nick Cieslak, redshirt, 89 overall. Not much of an athlete, but very good accuracy. Can hit his spots at 95 accuracy, although a little weak of an arm at 83. At running back, we've already been well acquainted to Arguero's Turner, 5'10", 184 redshirt senior, 93 overall with 91 speed, 96 acceleration, 85 agility, 90 break tackle, 91 carrying, 94 vision, 87 elusiveness, 91 spid, 87 juke, 86 stiff arm with 76 route running. Last season, 1,572 yards, 13 touchdowns, 12 the year before. And as I said, he entered as an NCAA second-team preseason All-American. In the receiving corps, there's senior Blake Holder, the number 1, just under 50 catches last year with 5 touchdowns, 673 yards. We've seen him. I think he's made the only catch so far for this team. Only 85 speed, 91 acceleration, low agility. Can get open though with the 86 route running, but his catching traits, I mean, adequate but not the best. You would probably want more there from a number 1. After Holder, there's underclassman Jeremy Evans, a redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 218 with 92 speed, so a little bit better of an athlete with 83 route running, 85 catch in traffic, and no stats to date. So very inexperienced receiving corps with a bunch of underclassmen behind Blake Holder. At tight end, a 72 overall sophomore, 100 yards last year with 2 touchdown grabs. So his first year as a starter, not the best athlete, and really just solid all around, but he should progress fairly well. 76 overall at left tackle, Johnny Robbins. 78 overall at left guard, Lance Morgan, a player we were recruiting back in year 1, but he opted to come here with the Huskies instead. 84 pass block, 83 run block, 77 impact. Strength at 80, and not really a good athlete. And at center, another player we were pursuing the next recruiting cycle, who also came here to NIU. David Cotton, 78 overall redshirt sophomore, 80 pass block, 79 run block, 76 impact with 83 strength. And then at right guard, there's Adam Jones, another player we were pursuing. So NIU's whole interior offensive line were players we were making a run at, and all of them decided to go with the Huskies. Run blocking at 89, so dominant blocking for the run. As you know, he's probably been the lead guy blocking there for Turner thus far, but just 76 pass block, 79 impact. And then at right tackle, there's Terry Jackson, redshirt sophomore, at just 74 overall. So none of these starters on the offensive line over 80 overall for the Huskies. Now back to the action. 3:19 remaining in this first half of play. Marquette up 8. They'll go with Graham this time. We'll leave the fullback, and he'll get 4. 2nd and 6 now. 3 minutes remaining. A delay give there for Turner. And a good tackle there from Henry. 3rd and 2. 3rd and short. NIU at the 44. Cieslak has a man over the middle. That's Evans. He hangs on. A good tackle from Davis. Williamson a step late there in coverage over the middle. First down for the Huskies. And they'll go back to Turner as he breaks a tackle and works it ahead for 7. 2nd and 3 now inside the 40. And Cieslak will keep this time. Works ahead for the first down, 8 yards. Cieslak takes the snap. And he'll just go towards the sideline here for Graham, and a big hit from Bobby Price, limiting that to just 3 yards. 2nd and 7, less than 2 minutes remaining. And Cieslak will keep. And he's going to be ripped down there from Mark Henry, bringing up a 3rd and short. NIU hurries back, Harrison motion. And they'll give to Turner. And he's stopped short, 4th and inches. And that's Antonio Carr there, our stud D-end, to make the stop. They are going to bring out the offense, though. 4th and inches as time ticks down here. Cieslak from the shotgun, a crucial play here. Going to make an adjustment. And that's going to be movement on the line. I think that was Lance Morgan, the left guard. And that's going to make it 4th and 5 now. Maybe pushes it to a field goal attempt. Or perhaps they were just trying to draw us offside and maybe just content going for the field goal. Again, they're forced to kick a field goal as that one is good, making it 21-16, but the Huskies hanging a lot of points on the board, unable to capitalize with touchdown territory drives. So the Golden Eagles take over with plenty of time, 1:03 remaining, all their timeouts, as Walker drops back. He's going to go for Terry again. Terry, a lot of separation there towards the sideline, picks up another 16 yards. Terry ran that route so well. I think already 75 receiving yards. 1st and 10 now. Coleman in motion. Walker again will drop back. Good spin move there from the D tackle. Going to roll to the right. We have Craig Watkins. And we work across midfield. 2 quick hits. That one for 17. Walker just 4 yards short of 200 passing yards. Already a couple passing touchdowns. We'll go here. Counter to Mario McBride. Just trying to catch him off guard with a run. And again, McBride held in check. 2nd and 10. Only 2 yards for McBride on 7 carries. Not the best debut from him. Although he did reach pay dirt. Walker the drop back. And we have a man wide open. That's Jack Mason. Short of the sticks though. We'll call another timeout. 3rd and 4. 35 seconds left. Walker now over 200 passing yards, on pace for a new career high here today. He'll drop back. Go downfield for Terry. And Josh Terry makes another catch. 26 yards. And he's now over 100 receiving yards on the day. What a debut. Josh Terry, 100 receiving yards. Not even through a full half of play. We'll try a smash here and see how that goes. That opened up Coleman there. And I think we're going to have to take another timeout. So 15 seconds left. Time for a couple more shots at the end zone. 22 pass attempts for Greg Walker in the first half of this. To start this season, the most he's probably ever had in a half of football. Now 2nd and 4. He'll drop back here. Go for Terry. And why did he stop running? Josh Terry had a touchdown and he stopped running. We're always experiencing funky things there in the end of the end zone, or the back of the end zone. Now 3rd and 4, 12 seconds left. Walker again takes the snap. Nothing open, don't want to force it. Walker going to go for the end zone, he gets it. He gets the angle, takes a huge hit, but gets in for the touchdown. We honestly don't see him take off and run too much. But nothing open. We're not trying to force anything here in the end zone. Maybe could have had Terry there, but Walker, he's going to finish it himself. Now 28-16, just 6 seconds left here. We'll go with this squib and try and burn as much time off the clock as possible. And it only burns a couple seconds, so still 4 remaining for the Huskies. And they're only 55 yards away from a touchdown. And it looks like they'll just take a deep shot here. Cieslak gonna make the throw. It's intercepted again by Robert Williamson. 2 picks for Robert Williamson. I think that matches his last season total as we end this first half with a bang. You really can't draw this game up any better. I mean, you would like to see the run defense show up a little stronger, but after our first half of play here in year 5, Marquette leads 28-16. Tremendous half of football, especially on the offensive side, but you love we were able to force a couple turnovers. Our pass rush hasn't really been doing much, nor has our run defense, but our secondary kind of picking it up. We've benefited from a lot of NIU drops, but you can't say enough about our offense. Greg Walker, the passing game, just doing tremendous things, moving the ball at ease. Mario McBride not really getting going. We're kind of hoping more from him in the running game, but Dusty Alexander showing up. We need to get him on the field more. And look at this passing game. We've never looked so good, I don't think, through the air, throughout this entire series. I was even going to say entering this game, that I felt a lot more comfortable, dropping back. Now Greg Walker, a junior quarterback, his 3rd year as the starter. So it kind of does translate evenly. Look at this, how it's totally flipped. NIU, had 210 rushing yards to 41 pass yards. We have 234 pass yards to 46 rush yards. So total flip script here. Almost double their time of possession. 2 turnovers for the Huskies. And let's just keep pulling away with this and I expect our running game to maybe get going here down the stretch. The Huskies down 12 here to start the second half. They take over from the 25. Another give here for Turner, as he's going to drag Henry ahead. Another 8 yards for Arregueros Turner. Turner now just 2 yards short of 200. As Cieslak will keep, and Jerry Jones stays home to bring him down. Loss of 4, now 3rd and 6. I think we're going to be running this 4-2 package a lot this season on defense. We move Johnson inside here in the sub package with Jerry Jones, Antonio Carr at DN, and then Jake Witherspoon, the starting D tackle on the interior as well. Another give here for Turner, and Bobby Price there to meet him in the hole. Antonio Carr getting over to help, and that's a quick 3 and out for NIU to start the half. The first punt of the day for the Huskies, compared to 2 for Marquette already. And Kevin Davis, the new punt returner back there, as he is going to take this one. A good block there from Mark Henry, as Kevin Davis breaks the tackle, works towards the 50. We're going to start with McBride on this drive. I am doing Ask Coach, so it doesn't account for the formation subs that I have, so maybe I got to take McBride out of a couple formation subs here. Only 3 yards now, 2nd and 7. I thought how I distributed Alexander and McBride in the formation subs, it would kind of even out, but that just has not been the case here today, and Alexander has been the far better player in this one. Now 2nd and 7. We'll go with play action. Walker sits in the pocket a little too long and then takes off to run. Not sure how we weren't brought down for a sack. And we'll take 10. Now Alexander checks into the game. 6 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter as they give to Alexander to the outside. Alexander wins the edge there, and he's going to drag a man upfield. Works inside the 20. And Dusty Alexander, a tremendous run there at 53 on just 5 carries. And when we do get Alexander into the game, we're just going to hurry back and call another run play just to try and even up the carries. Another 5 to the inside, now 2nd and 5. Now 2nd and 5 here inside the 15. We'll go with the play action flood. Maybe get Terry there for his first score. And we're going to have to get away. And we had Terry, or maybe Coleman, and got a little too greedy there on the rollout. Good sack there from William Lee getting home, 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15, Marquette from the 24. And they'll set up a screen for Alexander. And nothing doing that time. He's rocked. Loss of 4, and he might have been hurt on that one. So 4th and 19 here from the 27. No point in punting, but we can't get a field goal from this spot either, so we're just going to send it. Walker from the shotgun takes the snap. Going to roll to the right. And there's Kevin Coleman, and he's wide open for the touchdown. 28 yards there, and we convert on the 4th and very long. You know, I just feel so much confidence in this passing game here in this game, and I figured we might have something downfield. What was that play from the corner? He just totally went off Coleman there. I think Mays, the safety, almost got over to recover to save it, but too little too late. Now 35-16 with this Castillo extra point, and we're buzzing here in Milwaukee. Now 1st and 10, NIU desperate for some points here, more so a touchdown. They'll give to Turner, and another very good run. He might break for 300 in this game. What a game script that is. You have a running back who's nearing 250 yards, but you're down by 3 possessions, and now Cieslak will keep. Big hit from Mark Henry. 2nd and 2. NIU gets back, Harrison motion, and Cieslak will pass. And it's almost picked off by Kenny Johnson, the senior corner, part of our year 1 recruiting class, the highest rated player we have on defense at 83 overall. And look at that, Dusty Alexander, broken ribs, and he's going to be out 5 weeks, so that kind of makes our running back situation a little bit easier, but Alexander was looking tremendous out of the gate, and that's going to be a big hit to the offense. And NIU continuing to hurry back, and I don't think the game has given us an injury maybe since like year 2 of this dynasty, so I do kind of like to see that. Hopefully we get more in the future. And we're going to get a face mask call and accelerate this Huskies drive a little bit. And what's been killing us this game is, you know, NIU's throwing out these 4 receiver sets, so we'll throw out a nickel, a dime, and that's allowing them to expose us through the running game. And now a good connection there to Evans at the sideline, kind of lost on that one. 1st and goal for the Huskies. Now NIU inside the 10, Cieslak to pass. And he'll just throw that one away. Second and goal, NIU at their empty with 5 receivers on the field. Cieslak to pass. And he has a man there that Stevens had to work back to it and only gets a couple. Now third and goal. The Huskies hurry back still with the 5 receivers out there. And the field goal is good. Cieslak just throws that one right through the uprights. Now fourth and goal. And again, they have a drive stall out here. And they're going to kick a field goal from the 5. So this would make it a 2-possession game, but at a certain point, you got to start going for touchdowns. Now 35-19. And I think that's now 4 field goals from the Huskies, 3 of which are inside the 10. So Dusty Alexander, broken ribs. He'll be out 5 weeks, and we'll now see more of Mario McBride, Craig Jones, Michael James as we'll go play action. And we'll heave that for Jack Mason, got greedy, and we're not going to do that again. I haven't adjusted sliders at all, but I think I might have to turn up CPU interceptions. We get bailed out a lot. And now McBride. And he'll probably get the bulk from here on out, only 1 yard. McBride only 6 yards on 9 carries. I think he just has to break a big one, let the floodgates open. And I think after that, we'll start seeing what he's all about. Now Walker from the shotgun going to throw here on 3rd and 9. And we have Kevin Coleman right up the middle. And look at the quickness after the catch. He takes that to midfield. Coleman now to 76 yards. We could have 2 100-yard receivers in this game. Never been done so far in this series. Now 1st and 10 will go to Craig Jones. And he gets ahead for a few. 4 yards now, 2nd and 6 across midfield. Walker directly under center, takes the snap. And he's going to be brought down. Backed up too far there in the pocket. And that's Jesse Young, one of the D ends on this team. A big-time play, now 3rd and 17. Now we have Jones, Terry, McBride in the backfield. 3rd and 17. We'll go with a little speed sweep. And the camera angle, I'm not sure what happened there. But we didn't get anything. 10 rushes for just 7 yards for McBride. I think we're going to have to get Craig Jones back there. And that will run it down to the 4th quarter. Marquette up 35-19, leading by 16. A 2-possession game. And the Huskies desperate for a touchdown on this drive to open the 4th. Eddie Stevens punting from the 43, try and get a good field position switch here. I did not like how I angled that, but still I think made it inside the 20. The Huskies now take over from the 16 with just about a full quarter of play remaining, trailing by 16. And they will go to the run, and Bobby Price, good read on that one, brings Turner down after just 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now. And they're going to go for the screen. It's picked off by Kenny Johnson. And he's going to take it back for a pick 6. The 3rd interception of the game from Nick Cieslak. 5 out of 17. And certainly a performance he's going to want to forget. Telegraphed that throw there on the screen. And Kenny Johnson takes that back for his first career pick 6. Hall will bring it out on the kickoff for the first time for the Huskies. As he breaks through a nice seam. And he takes it past the 50. Is he going to take it all the way? And he is. Wow. Jose Hall, 102-yard return on the kickoff. And this game is just turning bonkers. A pick 6 and then a return kickoff all the way. And just the 2nd kickoff return touchdown we've allowed in this series. And NIU not going down slowly. And I'm not sure why they're going for 2 here. You fail, and it's still a 3-possession game. But if you make it, it's 16 points. We'll see what happens. And they do, I was going to say, do hook up over the middle, but another drop. And like I said, now it's a 3-possession game because you fail. If you just kick the extra point, it's a 16-point game. Still 2 possessions. Now the Marquette offense will just look to burn as much time off the clock as possible, you would think. I think we're going to rely more so on Craig Jones at this spot. His first carry there on the drive goes for just 1. I was really tempted to just go with Terry in the backfield, but we'll save that for another game. Don't want to give away too much to other teams. And another gift for Jones as he runs into a block and just trips up. 3rd and 9 now. Walker on the drop back. Going to roll to the right. Nothing open. Going to try and run for it. And we're forced out, so 4th and 2. And I think Eddie Stevens will come on again here. For as many points as we've scored, we've also punted a lot. I think maybe our 4th punt now. Kind of struggling to put it away here at this point. And a good kick there from Stevens is not returnable. And that might be his best kick of the day so far. Now we'll see how NIU responds after another interception. Cieslak to pass. He'll swing this out for Stevens. And a good tackle from Jason Taylor, his first play of the day. NIU gets set back up. 2nd and 4. Cieslak to pass. He's going to try and run for it. And he gets ahead for a couple now. 3rd and 2. 3rd and short. And they'll go to Turner. Thought Carter was going to be able to make a play there. And that's Kevin Davis. A big hit in the second level. Another 16 for Turner. He's now at 244. 1st and 10. Less than 5 minutes remaining in the game. Harris in motion. Cieslak will pass. And a good timing there on the out route as Chris Carter gets over to make the stop. 18 yards. Another 1st down for the Huskies. Now Marquette territory. And he's going to hook up again with Evans over the middle. A good snag there. 13 yards, another 1st down. Cieslak to pass again. And he has Evans again over the middle. Working into his favorite target at this point. 2nd and 2. 2nd and short. NIU needs a touchdown. No more field goals. And Chris Carter bursting in there to wrap up Turner in the backfield. Now 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. NIU from the 19. Cieslak to pass. And he has DeAngelis over the middle. Has to dive for that one. Brought down short. So 4th and 2. The knee goes down. And they're going to keep the offense out there. 4th and 2. A stop here for Marquette. You would think that pretty much wins the game at this point. And they will fake it. And there's Graham, and he just gets ahead for the 1st down. A very good play call there from NIU as we were on the all-out blitz. And they live to see another set of downs. 3:13 remaining. They get set back up. Cieslak out there empty. Turner split out as a receiver. And they'll go over the middle for Graham. Brought down there from Price. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 now. Cieslak still empty. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to be brought down. He fumbles. Picked up by Jackson. And I think that was the first time we got home for a sack. I think that was Antonio Carr. As it was. Just mauling his man there on the edge. And Witherspoon was also there as well. 3rd and 9 now after the sack. NIU from the 12. Cieslak to pass. And Taylor was there for the interception. Didn't get up for the ball. And a good catch there from Evans in the corner of the end zone. And NIU still alive. Now the Huskies on for the onside kick. And we all remember what happened last year in week 1. But we didn't have Josh Terry that time. And Terry secures it there on the hands team. And Marquette takes over just 2:20 remaining. 42-32 game here from the BMO Bradley Center. Very eventful, high-scoring week 1 as again Mario McBride struggling to get going. Another loss. McBride averaging half a yard on like a dozen carries so far. Back out there here. 2nd and 12. 2:16 remaining. And McBride's best run so far gets ahead for 9. And that'll help the yards per carry a little bit. Now 3rd and short. NIU down to just 1 timeout. McBride's still out there with a fullback and 2 tight ends on the field as he gets the call. And he gets ahead for a couple. Brought down short. 4th and 1. No more timeouts for the Huskies. And you got to go for it here. If you're Marquette, go for the win. Already up 2 possessions. 2 for 2 on 4th down. And Craig Jones will get the call this time. As he is going to be brought down short. So still some life from the Huskies. A huge play there from, I don't know, I think that was Mays, their star safety. Jeez, we have not been able to put this game away, and that's something we've really struggled with throughout this series is, putting our opponents away. Still 2:06, but no timeouts for the Huskies. Evans, a drop over the middle. Now 2nd down. I was going to try and get into a recruiting update after this game, but I feel like this game has taken forever, so we'll save that for next week after the Houston game. Cieslak, another pass there at the sideline, connects with Jason Gray. 3rd and 4, he goes out. 3rd and short, just under 2 minutes now. And Cieslak will pass. Again, has a man there at the sideline. That's Stevens as they move the chains. The games I think we're going to pull away from our opponent, it just never goes that way. I was hoping to drop 50 in this one for the first time in this series, but just not the case, as Holder, another drop from this NIU receiving core. As I said earlier, a lot of dropped interceptions, but I mean, against a team like NIU, they're not going to have the same talent as a team like Auburn, we'll say, who we're going to play here in a few weeks. So I think it does even out for the most part, as Aaron Clark drops an interception of his own. Like I was saying, I think it does tend to even out over the course of a season, especially this year, our toughest schedule yet at an A strength of schedule. So NIU, definitely probably a bottom 2, bottom 3 team we're going to play this year, and some of their weaknesses have been exploited, although they're hanging in here, only down 10 and now driving. A good hook up there to Harris, the tight end. NIU gets set back up, 140 remaining, doing a good job of saving time here. And another just dump off there. Do we have to get someone in the flat? I'm not expecting these like short dump offs. Bo Bradley, another 15. Now just 134 remaining. NIU on the doorstep. Cieslak to pass. And he's going to be brought down. That's Jake Witherspoon, the new starting D tackle. True sophomore. His second career sack, first of this season. And that's going to chip away at the clock. And now you're going to be forced to spike with 1:15 remaining. 3rd and 18. 3rd and long here for the Huskies. Now outside the red zone. Cieslak to pass. And we have Gray there. I mean, we had Johnson. And we just got to let the computer do the thing there. We always try to user these DBs in the end zone, these jump ball situations, trying to go for the interception, but the game mechanic not smooth in those spots. So now NIU strikes again. And even though we're more than likely going to end up with a victory here, we get the onside kick, it's over, but certainly not over until we recover the kick. I was in high spirits earlier, still kind of am, but this game has just turned ugly for us. We should have pulled away. Although Kevin Coleman there to recover the onside kick. 109. A couple kneel downs and we're out of here. We are going to just give one more run here to Craig Jones. Trying to get the yards per carry up a little bit. And we fail. And that's another bad play here towards the end of the game. We're just going to knee it and take the win. I'm surprised we didn't fumble there with the way the end of this game has gone. So not the best start to year one. I thought I was going to go a little bit better, but our offense certainly showed up. Our defense, not so much. I think 39. I don't know if we surrendered that many points in a game last season besides the triple overtime game to end the year, but a win is a win as we start 1-0 here in year 5. Looks like the offense has a lot more versatility, a lot more layers, with the addition of Josh Terry, but Jason Terry's a basketball player. But we are going to be without Dusty Alexander for the next few games, so that's something to keep note of in the backfield. Greg Walker, player of the game, 281 passing yards, 4 total touchdowns, 3 through the air. Terry, over 100 receiving yards. Coleman had over 75 with a touchdown. And a very good game overall from our team. Our defense, though, really needs to step up next time out as we face Greg Ward and the Houston Cougars. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. It was an exciting game. We scored a lot of points. Usually we get some low-scoring games, but the offense for both sides broke it open. Turner, almost 300 yards on the ground against us, and we're certainly going to have to tighten up the screws going into next week. An even better running team. On paper at least, but 3 interceptions in this game. We gave up a few deep heaves late, but that's something we're gonna have to practice for. And just overall on defense, we have a new defensive coordinator, so it might be a little learning curve there under the new Matt Campbell regime on defense. But as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.